Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. Right in my hands is Monstrous by Sarah Myer, a really interesting graphic novel, amazingly done. So Sarah talks about her life growing up as a Korean adopted by white Americans. So going into this, I thought this would be really interesting. I have friends who themselves are adoptees of Korean descent by white parents, and I have other friends who are white parents who have adopted Korean children. So I was really kind of interested in seeing what Sarah had to say about this. Now, where it gets even more interesting is that she grew up, I would say, not too far from where I live, in rural Maryland. I'm in Northern Virginia myself, and she has to deal with the racism of that area, and it honestly doesn't surprise me. There's some pretty backward places everywhere, but the rural area that she grew up in is, very, very racist, according to this. And who knows what it's like now. But to me, it's a really interesting graphic novel overall, in that it is relatable and fantastic for anyone that is the other. I grew up and definitely dealt with some bigotry, some hateful stuff said towards me. And it took quite a while to fit in. Like, I feel a lot of, I could relate to a lot of Sarah's experiences. I was that kid that didn't quite fit in a whole lot, never quite found his niche a whole lot until I was much older, until high school. And even then, was slightly socially awkward, and hell, still socially awkward. And it was through geekdom that I really kind of started finding my own, just like Sarah. And there's some other things that I think are interesting. There's like a whole thing about Otakon, which is a fantastic convention that I started going to, I don't even know how many years ago, after Sarah started going. But to me, the thing that always struck me about the convention, was how welcoming it is, how clearly people were finding their group, that were finding their peer group and connecting. And to me, I thought that's what really stood out to me. And that's what a lot of this graphic novel is about. It is not just about a Korean girl adopted by white Americans that grew up in a fairly rural and racist area, but this is about anyone that feels like an other. Whether or not they're trans, whether or not they're LGBTQ plus, whether or not they just are socially awkward and can't find their peer group to really kind of connect with. Those who don't quite know how to connect with others. Like, that's all here, and that's all really, really good. I mean, this is a graphic novel for everyone like that, and I feel like so many of us can relate to that. The art, I think, is amazing. It is so good. This is not on best of lists. I would be shocked. I'd be really, really surprised. The story is fantastic. The art is fantastic. And it really kind of takes through Sarah's life. And I think what's interesting is kind of the end of it, where Sarah comes to her conclusions as to growing up and experiences and good and bad. Throughout a lot of it, I thought was really interesting, in that, it felt like, Sarah had expectations that weren't met. Like, hey, if I do my hair up differently, or wear these shirts, I'll be the cool kid at that point, and falls flat. Or, if I talk about my love of X, Y, and Z, the kids will accept me, and that falls flat. And it's something that I think a lot of us can relate to. So, I mean, to me, it's really an interesting read. About this person's experience in their life, and though it might come off on the surface as about adoptee, but it's not. It's really about anyone that's felt different, and I think so many of us can. So have felt that way, can relate. As I said, fantastic art, fantastic story, just kind of a warts and all. Putting it out there. So highly recommend this. I think it's fantastic. Just really, really well done. You can go get it. It's out now in shops. We've got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site. So thank you for that. Of course, I want to thank First Second for hooking us up with the review copy, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into comics, graphic novels, whatever, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, all Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.